Okay, so I tried to do this yesterday. I don't know what happened. Maybe because Will bought me this Facebook Proto thing for Christmas and I don't know how to use it. And I don't know what happened yesterday. But anywho, so um the other day I posted that I had 374 random questions in my inbox just from different people asking me what would I do in this situation? If this happened to you, what would you do? You know, blah 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 blah. Um, I've answered most of them. Some of them, y'all need Jesus. Especially the ones that's asking me, do I know anybody want to buy new kids for tax season? Hell no, I sure don't. Do I know anybody that want to buy a car? No. Put it on Facebook Market. Do I know anybody that's selling a washer and dryer? Yeah, Sears, Lowe's, and Home Depot. Stuff like that, don't ask me. But like real life situations, I might can help you out. But why y'all want to ask me about people? Baby, I ain't Oprah. I ain't Gayle, and I ain't Dr. Phil. I got five people living in my head. I got Cherie, Riri, Hershey B, Miss Coleman, and then Sister Marianne. So all five of us scrambled up in one head, living in one body, and then Cherie just wanted to be fat, but hair by Hershey B wanted to be skinny. So them two argue and fight in my head all day, every day. Anywho, so I had about six clients that was like, you should do a platform, you should do this, you should start a podcast. Baby, ain't enough time in the day. I could barely keep up with Sister Mary Ann, let alone make up a whole nother individual and be trying to do like lives and broadcasts and podcasts. I ain't got time for all that. Baby, I got a whole zoo to run over here with Will, Bookie, and Dominique. So my client slash friend had asked me what would I do in this situation. Now, I met her back in 2007 when I first got here. She was like the first black girl I had ever, well, no, she was the second. Well, technically, she was the first black girl I ever met. I do have another friend named Cynthia, but I met her off of MySpace. No, Black Planet. Um, at that time, her husband had just got here. At that time, me and my husband had just got here as well. He had got he had got deployed, and she was from Illinois. And they had these things called FRG meetings. So they were sending me emails, and at first I was like, I ain't gonna go, but I was like, well, you know what? I don't know nobody here. We was only here like 14, 16 days before my husband had got deployed. And I'm like, I am all the way out here in Mexico by myself with these three kids. So I was like, well, I could just go ahead and go to the little meeting and see what it's all about. So I go to the meeting. The first thing they do, they had their little cookies and punch and stuff. And then they had, childcare for the kids. They had pizza and drinks and donuts and stuff for them. So you sign in, the kids went in there and play. I had Sam little three kids in, they in there playing, they eating pizza. Then we go in there and we had this meeting. In the meeting, they were teaching us how they should know. She said, today we will be talking about how to cheat online and don't get caught. I looked at everybody in the room and was like, am I being punked? Because this can't be real. So they were trying to explain that online cheating wasn't really called cheating. I'm like, you just said cheating, like cheating is cheating. And then the girl said, eating ain't cheating. So I politely was like, you know what? Let me throw these little cookies and punch in the trash, go back in this little room, get my kids, get the heck up out of here. So I got up and I left. I went and got the kids and I started walking to the car. So the girl, the black girl, she followed behind me. She got her kids and we had to sign the kids out. So I'm signing up all three of their names fast as I don't know what. And then I get to the parking lot, she get to the parking lot. Then she said, girl, was they really teaching that in there? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I just got here. Like, my husband just left. I don't know nobody here. I was like, I'm thinking that I was going to come here, meet some friends, talk to some women. I don't know about this army wife mess. This all new to me. So she was like, me too. So I was like, oh, you got five kids? And she was like, no, I only have two, but my husband has three. We are a blended family. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's kind of like us. I got two kids. He got two kids, but we only got one of the kids here with us in Texas. So me and her, we exchanged numbers. We having play days. We taking the kids to the water park. By this time, the husbands, they came back from Iraq. I don't know if they was in the same unit, battalion, brigade, something. I don't know, but I know they was deployed together. So when they came back, he came down on order. So she left. They went to Fort Sill. They was there probably about 2 years. Then she came back. So I had bumped into her in Walmart. She was like, "Oh my God, girl, you still here? Like, what you still doing here?" She's like, "How your husband doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. That's somebody else's husband now." She was like, "What? Like, y'all got divorced? Oh my goodness, y'all was like the perfect little military family. Y'all was this. Like, I highly thought, so much of y'all, and y'all seem like y'all just had it together." And I was like, "Baby, you was on the outside looking in." So, probably about 6 months later, I had reached out to her because I was like, "Dang, girl, you still here?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm here." She was like, "I'm really going through something. I thought about calling you. Um, Me and my husband were going through a divorce, and he's taking the kids. Now, mind you, she had been raising these kids, and they were all stair steps. They was like 1, 3, and 6, on top of her 2 kids that she had. So she was like, "It just breaks my heart. I gotta let these kids go." She's like, "I've been raising them, especially the 1 year old, because all the kids called her mom, because I thought that the kids was hers." So I was like, "Well, I know how I feel." I said, "I went through the same thing." I said, "Well, you can always reach out to a family member to check on the kids, because I know you don't want to abandon them, but at some point you have to, I don't want to say cut the kids off, but you have to step back and let their daddy do what he got to do, just out of respect. You can't just be still calling and sending birthday gifts. Like, you can send it, but send it to like a cousin or a sister or an auntie house. You ain't got to send it directly to his house, because the new chick, whoever he gonna be messing with, like, oh, you must be still messing with her. Why she doing this for the kids?" Because you know how women think. Because maybe I wish somebody would. Anywho, so she was like, "Oh my God, thank you for that." So then later on, she ended up meeting somebody else. Because when she got divorced, she stayed here. So she met an older gentleman. He was in Iraq. No, 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 he had got deployed. So when he came back, he was getting ready to retire. So she was like, "I really want to buy a house." And I was like, "Well, you know what? Go ahead, go, buy a house, whatever." So she told her husband. He was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you pick, I don't care. I'll drop the money down." Um, so she was like, "Well, I'm trying to have this house by the time you come home." So she had went through maybe like 2 realtors, just different people. So she finally got a realtor, and it was a Mexican chick. So her and the realtor, they going to look at houses every day. She taking pictures and videos, sending them to her husband. She sending them to me. I'm like, "Oh yeah, girl, that's cute." So they end up liking the house. So it was time to purchase. So they had to send the husband the paperwork when he was in Iraq. He signed them, sent off on it, and he sent it back to her. So with that being said, she went on ahead, purchased the house. Now the realtor helping her redecorate her house, hanging pictures all up on the wall, just doing the most. So I was like, them two, the realtor and the wife, they end up turning into friends. So we go, no, so she called me, was like, "Hey girl, you want to come out to eat with us?" And I was like, sure, why not? I come. So I went. So as soon as I got there, she was like, "This my friend I was telling you about. This was like the first black girl I ever met when I got here." She was like, "Yeah, her husband got a divorce too. He left her here." Baby, I said, "That is no way to introduce me." I said, "First of all, that man did not leave me here. I stayed on my own will. Dominique was winning spelling bees, Dartez was winning track meets, and I was teaching at the cosmetology school. I had a good job out here making money doing hair. That's why I stayed. Don't get it twisted. That man ain't leave me nowhere." So by this time, the husband came home. She decided to the realtor said, "Well, we should throw your husband a welcome home / housewarming party." So that's what they did. Um, it was nice. Uh, her and the realtor, by this time they besties. So the girl ended up getting pregnant. Let me see, because I call the little girl Annie because she's so bad. She reminded me of the little girl off of Problem Child. And I think, let me see, Bookie about to be 5, no, 6. So the little girl 4 going on 5. So she said, "You always call me Annie, little girl, because you bad." So um her and the girl is like, her and the realtor is like the besties. This girl helping her Christmas shop. She done decorated her house, her bedroom, her everything. So just probably the realtor that been in her house probably about 50, 11 times. All of a sudden, the husband gonna say, "What's the realtor name again?" And she said, "Oh, her name, blah, blah, blah." He said, "Oh yeah, I know her. I used to mess with her back in the day." Babe, when I tell you, my client wanted to kill her husband, and she literally, she was, when she had called me, she was screaming and hollering on the phone. I'm like, "Girl, is everything okay? Like, you good?" She's like, "I'm about to kill this nigga. I'm about to kill this nigga." I'm like, "Girl, what's wrong? Like, tell me, like, calm down. Tell me what's going on." So she was like, "I was getting ready to drive to your house, but I know I'd be outside ringing your doorbell till I'm blue in the face." I said, "You're absolutely right, but I'm glad you called, but just go ahead and come on." So she told me the whole incident, how her and the girl, they the best of friends, and they doing all this stuff, and then come to find out her husband had messed with her years ago before they had met. So she said she don't know who to be mad at. First of all, didn't this girl help you move out your house, took pictures off the wall, baby, she could have easily said, "Oh, this your husband? Well, let me go ahead and tell you now. Back in the day, me and him used to mess around, and I don't know if you still want me to be a realtor or not." That would have been the woman thing to do. So, but I asked her, I said, "Well, how many times the girl that been in your house, that cross paths with your husband?" And she like, "That's what I'm saying." So I'm trying to figure out what's her motive, because you know me, I'm like, Tasha, they will be in the mail tomorrow. Dominique do not have school on Thursday. I will drop them earrings off tomorrow. Yes, Yatasha, Michelle, Hamlin, Mason, Parham, Co, all that good stuff. Anywho, so she was like, I tried to kill him. Her, and I was like, well, you know what? You better take that up with your husband. Like, why your husband ain't, why he wait till now? Is the girl sending him messages like, can we have a threesome? Because you know me, because when she asked me, the first thing went off of my head. Okay, bam, I'm about to go into a reread the baby mama attack mode. I said, girl, invite her and your husband in the house, set the whole house on fire. That's the crazy in me. So I was like, girl, no, you can't do that. I had to go back to Miss Coleman. Just, well, you need to sit down to your husband and talk about it. And then why did he wait till now to bring up to her like I used to mess with her? Did she say something to the husband? Have she climbed into his DM or in his messenger or said anything to him? Why all of a sudden now? And it's probably been about let me see, she purchased the house when she was pregnant. No, I think she had just gotten pregnant. So, and the little girl about to be 4 now. So it been a nice little minute that her and the girl had been kiki and a kaka. And I was like, is they trying to make you look like a fool? Because that's stuff like that would have somebody on the next episode of Snap, especially me. You can't just tell me out the blue, oh, I used to mess with your husband. Baby, which one? Because I done had about 50, 11 of them. So which husband you used to mess with? You was messing with my husband, why? Before me or after me? Now, so I told her, I said, you can't be mad because they used to mess around, but you could be mad at the fact and the point they just now telling you after this girl got her on her daughter's emergency contact at school. So I was like, if you don't go up there and take that off, you don't know what that girl motive is. She can go take your child from school and take her to the border and sell her. Maybe because she a little beautiful, little dark skinned, little chocolate chip little girl, but she bad. They return her. So anywho, drop y'all comments below. Tell me what y'all think what she should do, and don't ask me no questions today because I literally have like a trillion more questions to answer. And I can't keep doing this. I have a real life. And then it's time for me. What time is it? I should do already didn't worked out. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that little muscle? Y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all see that muscle right there? I'm trying to get these muscles together before I turn 40. I told you I have holes to body slam as soon as I turn 40. Just body slamming holes all 2020. So, with that being said, drop y'all comments below what she should do. And I might be back today with some of my shenanigans, but I got some greens that I need to cook. I got some neck bones over there boiling right now. And then I need to cut these yams up because the girl woke up hungry this morning. But anywho, adios amigos. Deuces.